Welcome back to 44 on the Town. I'm Veronica. We've got cool gadgets on set. Joining me on the show is Gail Hardiman. She is the founder of the Hardiman School of Court Reporting and Captioning. Thank you for joining us again on 44 on the Town.
It's great to be here. Thanks, Veronica.
Yeah, okay, so we're going to be talking a little bit about a field that not many people think about, but truly is so fascinating, and that is court reporting and stenography and captioning. And it's something that really is so much a part of our daily lives and we don't even realize it.
Right, right.
But it's almost like a dying breed, right?
No, it's not a dying breed.
No,
it's just
not
thought of as a dying breed.
Right, and I don't mean that as like the industry itself, because there is a very high demand.
Right.
But I think because it's something that people don't necessarily think about on a daily basis,
Right.
You kind of have to bring it to the forefront, which is why you're here.
Right. You know, it's not sexy like, Mom, I want to grow up and be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be a court reporter. No, it doesn't make that sexy grade. So we're trying to, yes, promote it as a profession. It's been a fantastic profession for me. I was an English teacher and became a court reporter, and my parents were shocked because they wanted me to become university professors. I grew up in academia, and they're just shocked at what a great career it's been for me. So I want to teach and make this career possible for a lot of other people. It's great.
I remember when I first met you, you said that this job has taken you all over the world, but you also have the flexibility to work at home if you want to.
Absolutely, either way. Or not work some days. You know, most court reporters work as independent contractors. Those that are employed by the federal courts have a salary job. They have to punch in at 8:30 and they leave at 4:30 or 5. But they're recompensed quite nicely for it. Their salaries are very good, plus transcripts and benefits. So that's one business model for court reporting. And then the other is the freelance freelance independent contracting, which is what I've done all my life.
That's very cool. Now, before we kind of get into some of the great perks about the job and really how interesting it actually is, let's talk a little bit about your school, because there are not many places to go anymore to get this kind of teaching.
Right, and they've just closed another one in Jacksonville. So in Orlando and Jacksonville, those schools have closed. There's one in Tallahassee that's completely self-study on your own. No teacher interaction, except if you get a problem, you call. And it's okay, but this is the only school in Central Florida for court reporting and captioning. And we have 8 students now, so that's good. We're really pleased, and we're starting another class in July. So getting calls all the time by court reporters who've gone to schools and their schools have closed. So we have an online component and an at-person, on-site component, both at the same time.
I would imagine that because it is such a hands-on industry, learning hands-on would be the best way to go.
Yeah, you need some guidance as you're learning. Yeah.
So you mentioned classes start again this summer, so people can get information, and I know we have the website on the screen right now, and that's hardimanscrc.com. Let's talk a little bit about the schooling. How long would it take to actually learn?
It takes roughly 2 years. Some people finish sooner, some people finish later. You have to practice. It's a kinetic skill, like putting on lipstick, driving a car. You have to be good at it, And you have to hear the word, know immediately what to write, and write it. So there can't be hesitation. You just have to do it. And that takes practice. The brain will do it. You can learn a new habit in 2 months, is it? Like exercising.
I've been trying to learn that for years.
Me too.
It's not happening for me.
But you know what to do anyway. Right? Exactly. So 2 months. So after 2 months, this starts to seem normal. This starts to seem normal, and then you practice at higher and higher speeds. And then whoever practices the best and the fastest gets out the soonest.
Now, what kind of skills are necessary to become, because I'll be honest with you, I really stink at typing. I'm not very good at it at all.
Typing doesn't bear much resemblance to this. This is more like playing a piano. You're playing beginning consonants and vowels with your thumbs and ending consonants with your other hand, and so it's like a chord, a piano chord. So like the word Veronica would be Veronka, Veronica.
Interesting. So realistically, you don't have to be a good typer, but you have to have some sort of like motor skills happening there.
Some motor skills like piano or typewriting's good. Yeah, some motor skills. You do have to be able to move your fingers quickly. Yes.
Right.
And you have to know language so that when you hear the end of a sentence, you know where to put the period. You know, that language has to be an interest of yours. Words have to be interesting to you so that you are motivated to want to capture it.
And learning at your school, now these are skills that aren't, you know, you're not just going to be sitting in a courtroom typing away. You can actually have a variety of career
big
paths.
variety. Oh my goodness, a big variety of things. I just finished 2 hours of I was sitting in my office, I could have been at home, and there's a scientist who's he's patenting something, and he was having a one-on-one training session with a scientific tutor. So it was about antennas and tuning and stuff like that.
Very cool.
Never know. You never know what you're going to run into. I mean, never.
That's awesome. So we're talking courts, schools, television work, that kind of thing.
Funerals, weddings, doctor's appointments, anything. Yeah.
And I know that you've done work for like major conferences as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, conventions and conferences. It's wide variety. And even court work is a wide variety because you never know what kind of, oh my gosh, the court cases are so different.
well, something that's very unique, but also a fantastic career choice
Yes.
that people may not think about. And again, classes start this summer.
Yes, they do.
Excellent.
Yes, they do.
Gail, thank you so much once again for all the great information. It's such an interesting career path, and we're so glad that you shared it with us.
Everybody call. We need you. 5,000 in 5 years.
That's right. HardemanSCRC.com is your website once again. And we'll be back with more 44 on the Town.